5:35 doubleheader. That's what I was told by on Point Street. It says 5:05, but I asked Mooney today. He confirmed with the GM. He said it's 5:35.
5:35.
5:35.
Okay, 2-7.
2 sevens.
All right. Okay.
You guys are both here for this?
Yeah. I'm saying, but I was thinking it's 5:05.
Well,
Okay.
based on what I was told, we're not showing up until 5:35.
Good evening and welcome inside the beautiful Rent One Park in Marion, Illinois, where tonight your Florence Freedom open an important West Division series with their bitter nemesis, the Southern Illinois Miners. Hi folks, glad you could join me. Aaron Brody with you as we break ground on another Florence Freedom pregame show. The Freedom have been reeling a bit of late. They've lost 8 of their last 11. However, they did just split a 4-game series with the Windy City Thunderbolts. They tasted victory twice in a row, unable to make it a winning streak with a win in last night's nightcap of a true day-night doubleheader. The Bolts got the last win. Feeling good about themselves, the Freedom are going to try to get back on track in Game 1 with the Southern Illinois Miners. The Freedom still have the very best record in all of the Frontier League, 40 wins, 25 losses. For their counterpart, the Miners, right at 500, 31-31. The Freedom, with the best record in the Frontier League, are indeed still leading the West Division standings. 3.5 games of cushion over the next best team, the Evansville Otters, who took their opportunity and let it slip this week in Joliet. The last place team in the East Division, Slammers, taking 2 of 3 from the Otters to help the Freedom not get so much disappointment out of a series sweep, or a series split rather, with the Windy City Thunderbolts. Southern Illinois at 31-31, 7.5 games behind the Freedom for the top spot in the Frontier League standings, but are looking a lot closer into being in that postseason picture when you take into account the wild card teams. Right now, just 2.5 games back from the Schaumburg Boomers for that 4th and final wild card spot. So a lot of baseball left to be played. High spirits for Southern Illinois, who will be trying to jump above 500 with the Game 1 win over your Freedom tonight. Out to make sure that does not happen, lefty Mike Castellani to toe the slab for the Freedom. The hurler is 6-1 with a 2.52 ERA and has been an all-star all season. Mike Castellani, named to his first all-star game earlier this summer, was unable to take part in the festivities, came down with an illness, lost 13 pounds. Coming out in the second half of the season, it had been about 2.5 weeks since Mike had thrown in live action, but he's gotten a couple of starts under his belt. He's getting closer to being the Mike Castellani we remember. In fact, he should be that guy as he toes the rubber for the Freedom again tonight. 6-1 with 9 quality starts in 2019. Mike Castellani has been a godsend in his second season with the Freedom. Almost a year ago to the day, Mike Castellani got the opportunity to make a spot start in this very ballpark, and boy, he ran with the opportunity. It was a 7-inning game, part of a night-night doubleheader here in Marion, Illinois. Mike pitched the nightcap, went the distance, 7 innings, allowed just 2 hits and no runs, a complete game shutout. He likes pitching here in Marion, and the Freedom are certainly going to hope he has his best stuff as they like to get on the right track in an important series here this weekend. On the other side for the Miners is the right-hander Steven Ridings to take the ball. Ridings has had an injury-plagued season. Going into his last start, it had been about a month and a half since Ridings had toed the rubber, but he looked great in his first appearance back in the Southern Illinois Miner uniform. He allowed just 1 run that night and 1 hit and faced the minimum over his first 4 frames. So Ridings has ace-like stuff. He's not asked to be the ace in this Miners rotation. They've got Chase Cunningham having an all-star year. They've got a familiar face by the name of Marty Anderson, a former Freedom standout, having a big-time year. Ridings is just asked to be the 3rd man in the rotation. His stuff is better than that. Ridings enters at 1-1 with a 2.04 ERA, has only made 4 starts this season. The Southern Illinois Miners are taking the field right now, which means We are closing in on first pitch of Game 1 between your Freedom and Miners here in Marion, Illinois. We'll step aside for a hot second, come right back with starting lineups, the national anthem, and first pitch of an all-West Division series right here on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Cunningham, the Great American for the Rohr Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Rohr at Rohr Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Rohr Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to rohrins.com. Call Alvin Rohr. Call the Rohr Agency today.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps. And please welcome Leslie Bennett as we honor America with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It is almost that time. Freedom and Miners gearing up for Game 1 of an important All-West Division weekend series in Marion, Illinois. Hi, folks. Glad you could join me. Aaron Brody with you from Rent One Park. And it's time to take a look at tonight's starting lineup, starting with the team that'll hit in the top of the first, your Freedom. Isaac Menard back in the leadoff spot tonight. He'll be in left field. Austin Wobrock has been raking in the two-hole, so he's back there again tonight. He'll play shortstop. Caleb Lopez will get the chance to focus on just his swing. He's the DH starting the heart of the Freedom batting order tonight. Ricky Ramirez Jr. will hit cleanup and play right field with Andre Mercurio getting a day of rest. Luis Pintor will complete the heart, play second base. And hitting in that 5 spot, Ryan Rensky will do the catching, hit 6th. Brandon Pugh will shag in center field in the 7 hole. Taylor Bryant back in the lineup in the 8 spot, playing the hot corner. Club leader in RBIs and homers, Connor and Freedom killer Kyle Davis in left. Joe Duncan will play center field. Colton Pogue, a newcomer, anchoring it down in right. The double play duo up the middle, Jared Watkins at short. Gianfranco Wawu will play second. Taylor Sparks at third base. Jamie Smart coming over from the Gateway Grizzlies. He's at first. Catching the balls and strikes thrown by Ridings, his battery mate tonight, all-star Andy Cosgrove. Game time temperatures 84 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Another absolutely brilliant night for baseball here in Marion. Umpire crew for Game 1, James Purnell behind home plate calling the balls and strikes. His partner on the bases, a familiar name, Andy Dudonis on the bags. With that, Isaac Bernard will stroll to the plate. Freedom in their road gray uniforms. Got the Red Sox on tonight. Team-wide, the high sock look. Bernard hitting from the left side, rocking the all-black Franklin batting gloves, old school look. Black-barreled bat, blonde handle. And slow to get in the box, Stephen Ridings just now ascending the rubber from the back end. And steps Bernard, and we are almost underway. Ridings looks in for the sign, gets a quick one from Andy Cosgrove, and the righty deals the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle. We are underway at 7:26. 0-1 is the count on Isaac Bernard. Appreciate everybody's patience tonight. A Hall of Fame ceremony, and a first-class one at that, taking place on the field in pregame. Breaking balls down and in for ball one. Count evens up 1-1 to Isaac. The Hall of Famer Ryan Bird got inducted today for the Miners. His numbers were gaudy. At one time had 17 wins in a row on the mound for the black and silver. A fastball misses up and out as Isaac takes the 2-1 edge. He was their most prolific postseason pitcher as well, 6-0 after his first year in Southern Illinois. He finished his last three unbeaten in playoff baseball. Swung on, foul tipped into the mitt. Isaac goes after off speed from Ridings and evens the count at 2-2. Freedom at 40-25. The Miners at 31-31. These two teams do not like each other. Fireworks often, and not just exploding beyond the outfield walls in the dugouts when these two teams collide. Fastballs hammered out of play off the left side. Count remains 2-2 to the Freedom leadoff hitter, who's done a good job seeing every pitch in the arsenal so far from Ridings and proving to be a tough out. Bernard has proven that time and time again this season. Batting average at .268. He's hovered around .270 for the last couple of weeks. 14 doubles, 5 homers, and 31 RBIs for a guy whose primary job is to get on base. He'll lay off a fastball at his chest for ball 3. The count runs full. Bernard closing in on getting on base to start the top of the first, just underway at Rent One Park. Cosgrove cycling through the signs. Ridings nods in agreement, rocks into the windup, and a fastball swung on and missed. A good at bat for Isaac Bernard, but Ridings wins the war. A swinging strikeout for out number 1, and it brings up Austin Wobrock. Wobrock at .270 with the batting average on the dot. Still looking for that first home run here in 2019, but has been a tremendous run producer. 30 RBIs. Righty rocks into that windup, and the first offering to Austin is painted on the outside corner for a called strike. It was a posterior elbow injury for Stephen Ridings that robbed him of much of this 2019 season. Devastating breaking ball, swung on and missed. Not a comfortable swing from Wobrock, who was fooled on the pitch. Quickly 0-2 as Ridings is trying to make it 2 straight strikeouts to start the ball game. Righty wasting no time, into the windup again. Breaking ball, he'll get that strikeout. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back Ks, and Caleb Lopez to the plate trying to extend the inning as Ridings has gotten off to as good a start as he could possibly have hoped, and that's exactly what he did after the long wait to get back on the field here in 2019. It was July 20th that he was activated off the 14-day disabled list, but it was more like 60 days. They wanted some flexibility, so they kept it at the 14-day disabled list. First pitch fastball to Lopez, too far in for ball 1. But 4 strikeouts in that start on the road at River City, and allowing just 1 hit. His fastball is too far inside. Trying to work in to win on Lopez, but falls behind 2-0 after 2 quick outs. Ridings all business. Fires a breaking ball down and away that got past the mid of Cosgrove and slowly rolls all the way to the backstop. Nobody on base, no foul. Count is 3-0, however, on Lopez. Ridings deals the 3-0 and misses upstairs. After back-to-back Ks, he couldn't find the zone. 4 straight wide of the mark, and Lopez trotting to first. Never too late to start a little magic. We've learned that time and time again. The Freedom, one of the more prolific 2-out offenses in all the Frontier League, and it's because of things like that. They'll work walks, turn those walks into doubles with stolen bases, and one timely 2-out hit will put the Freedom on the board, despite the fact their first 2 batters ran into outs. We've seen it time and time again here in 2019. Frontier League MVP candidate Ricky Ramirez Jr. in the cleanup spot. Wide open stance in the left-handed box, and the first offering to Ricky. A fastball that's at his eyes. 5 straight misses now for Ridings after the hot start. Ridings, a well-decorated right-hander. Won a Frontier League championship with the Schaumburg Boomers back in 2017, beating the Florence Freedom, who had their banner season. 61 wins, 35 losses in that campaign. 1-0 pitch. Ricky offers at it, fouls it off to the left side as the count evens up at 1-1. The team, the Freedom, just played Windy City. We'll play Evansville next, so the Freedom will go from hoping to sweep Windy City to hoping they sweep the Evansville Otters. Again, the Joliet Slammers doing the Freedom a favor, taking 2 of 3 from the hot Evansville Otters earlier this week. Fastball's hit high in the air, but to the wrong part of the park. Straight away in center field. Joe Duncan underneath, and he'll make the catch. Stephen Ridings effectively able to pitch around the 2-out walk. He faces 1 over the minimum in a scoreless top half of the first. On to the bottom side. It'll be Avery, Watkins, and Wawu due up for the Miners. Just underway at Rent One Park.
Cunningham, the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Roar at Roar Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Roar Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to roarins.com. Call Alvin Roar. Call the Roar Agency today.
At Compass Self Storage, we make it easier. We understand that storing your belongings is not a luxury, but a necessity. We're a proven self-storage leader focused on providing you with a friendly, professional, and clean place to store your items. Whether your concern is price, size, availability, or security, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. Give us a call today at any of our locations in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, or visit our webpage at compassselfstorage.com. Mention this ad and get your first month's rent for free.
Taylor Truck and Auto Repair, servicing all your local automotive and towing needs. 24-hour roadside and towing assistance are available. AAA accredited, family owned and operated. We'll even throw in a 10% labor discount for active military and veterans. 151 Dozier Drive in Walton, Kentucky. Call 859-918-6122. That's 859-918-6122.
On to the bottom of the first, no score. Freedom sent 4 men to the plate. Got just a Caleb Lopez walk in the top half of this first inning. Stephen Ridings looking sharp. We'll hope for more of the same from Mike Castellani as he toes the rubber tonight for the Freedom. 6-1 with a 2.52 ERA. The second-year Freedom players out of Bucknell University. Stands at 6'4", $190. And the southpaw with the epic movement on the fastball. Stares in at Cletus Avery, the DH, in the leadoff spot. First pitch fastball, first pitch strike. Lonnie on the board 0-1. Quick consensus reached, and the lefty deals again. Takes a little off, gets a swing frame. It was this guy who lifted a grand slam to make the game a little bit closer than we all thought. Breaking ball swung on and missed. He will not hit a homer here. Mike Castellani makes quick work of the leadoff man. Strikes him out swinging to bring up Jared Watkins. Freedom were in front 5-0 in that game, but the Miners would rally for 5 runs, in large part thanks to that grand slam from Avery to tie the game, but the Freedom would prevail in extras. That night at UC Health Stadium, the Freedom have fared well against the Miners this year. They've lost just 2 games to the Silver and Black as a fastball misses up and in to Watkins, the 2-hole man. Jared, the shortstop for Southern Illinois. In his first year with the club, he'll chop a fastball to first. Big backhand by Crane. He'll underhand toss to Castellani over overplay for out number 2.
Now batting, number 9,
Gianfranco Wawu coming to the plate. The rest of the Southern Illinois batting order after Wawu is as follows. Jamie Smart hits cleanup. Kyle Davis in the 6th hole. Andy Cosgrove, the All-Star, in the 6th spot. Taylor Sparks 7. Joe Duncan will hit 8th. Colton Pogue rounds out the bottom of the order. First pitch on the way to Wawu. Good breaking ball, but too far inside for ball 1. Castellani sets just above his belt. And his 1-0 offering. Tap towards third, but foul. Fielded by Caleb Lopez, the DH, who's off the top step of the Freedom third base dugout, turning that baseball into a souvenir to a lucky young fan in the first row. An even 1-1 count. As Mike Castellani looks for a quick 1-2-3 frame. Here's his pitch. Good breaking ball, swung on and missed. Lonnie's got a good Uncle Chuck here in the early stages. Thrown it a couple of times, got a pair of whiffs. Unhittable junk for the Avon, Connecticut native. 1-2, stayed with the hook. Got a check swing. No appeal granted. That's because James Purnell says, I saw it good enough. He did not go around. So they kind of leave it up at 2-2. Deuces all over the board in the bottom of the first. No score between the Freedom and Miners at Rent One Park. Castellani sets, hikes the leg, his 2-2 pitch, staying with the breaking ball, but he bounced it on the plate for ball 3. Wawu in his first season with Southern. Made it to the All-Star game, suiting up for the best of the Frontier League when they showed up at a Can-Am Stadium and dominated the Can-Am League All-Stars 7-0. Reaching out, pulling an outside pitch, and hitting a 2-hopper towards third. Taylor Bryant gloves it and fires. And that is a quick 3-up, 3-down inning for Mike Castellani, facing the minimum. We move to the second. Still looking for the game's first run. Pintor, Rinsky, Pugh to the plate next for the Freedom on the Freedom Broadcasting Network. Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
A couple of good starting pitchers cruising through their first inning of work. Quickly on to inning number 2 at Rent One Park in Marion, Illinois. Aaron Brody with you as the Freedom look to get off on the right foot, facing their bitter West Division nemesis, Southern Illinois, for the first of 3 games to be played over the next 2 days here in Marion. Doubleheader on tap tomorrow. Righty Stephen Ridings into the windup to face Luis Pintor to start the second, and a breaking ball misses down and away for ball 1. Luis got the chance to show his power again last night. Hit his 3rd home run of the season in the finale with Windy City. He'll spray a outside pitch, out of play off the right side to even the sequence at 1 ball and 1 strike. It had been a long wait for Luis. Had a multi-homer game in the second game of the season against the Joliet Slammers, but waited until last night for round tripper number 3. The 1-1 from Ridings, breaking ball, but it stayed upstairs. An easy take for ball 2. Pintor in his first season donning the crimson and white. Fresh off a affiliated career in the Miami Marlins organization. Here's an outside pitch, sprayed out of play to the right side again. Pintor looking like he's working an opposite field approach. At least just going with the outside pitch, which is good to see. When Luis is struggling, he's trying to mash everything, pull everything, even those outside tosses. Not on this at bat. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball is lifted in the air, shallow in left center field. In the mix is Jared Watkins from short. He'll make the call and make the catch. Ball fading in the wind, but the shortstop able to glove it for out number 1. Ryan Rinsky will hit next. With 1 out, nobody on in the top of the second. Riding's patiently waiting for Rinsky to step in. And as soon as Rinsky does, the righty's starting his motion. Breaking ball on the first pitch. At the knees for a called strike. It's 0-1. Rinsky is slightly open right-handed stance. 0-1 pitch. Down. Blocked up for ball 1. Freedom a couple of series victories already under their belt for the Miners as a 1-1 pitch is on the way. Check swing, an excuse me swing, and a slow ground ball foul on the first base side. Will push Rinsky to the brink 1-2. So far, so good for the Freedom against the Miners, as I've mentioned. 4-2 their record against Southern Illinois this season. But this is, and it's hard to believe, being that we are now a couple weeks into the second half of the season, but this is the first road trip to Marion for the Freedom. 1-2, good breaking ball, swung on and missed. Rinsky down on strikes, now 3 whiffs for Stephen Ridings. Brandon Pugh to the plate next. Freedom could use a base runner. They were able to get 1 in the first via the Caleb Lopez walk. But the inning quickly ended right after on a fly out to center from Ricky Ramirez Jr. Pugh with his customary look of the stirrup socks well above the knee. Red stirrups, white sanitaries. Another old school player. Goes after a first pitch fastball and fouls it right back to the screen, falling behind 0-1. Brandon Pugh anchoring it down in center field with the off day to Andre Mercurio this evening. Florence is 8-6 when Pugh does just that. Platoon player, but a very good player. Probably start for 9 other teams in the Frontier League. The depth on this Freedom roster has been their calling card all season. 24 deep. True blue talent. 0-1 from the right-hander Ridings. Skips as it arrives to the plate for ball 1. It's 2-1. Mike Castellani working a 3-up, 3-down frame. He'll get the 4-5-6 in the minor side of the second inning. A called strike with the fastball on the outside corner. Ridings evens it up again. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the second frame. Righty leaning in for the sign, gets the one he wants, and 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3, borderline pitch. The rule to be on the inside corners. Pugh finds himself in a backwards K for out number 3. 4 strikeouts for Stephen Ridings and a possible 6 outs. On to the bottom of the second. No score at Rent One Park. You're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball on the Freedom Broadcasting Network. Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassedon.org for more information or to register online. Life, pass it on. You belong at Citi. We are now hiring customer service agents to join the team at our Florence, Kentucky Customer Contact Center. Working at Citi certainly has its perks: tuition reimbursement, great pay, business casual dress code, and benefits day one. To discover a career at Citi and join our remarkable team, visit jobs.citi.com/Florence. That is jobs.citi.com/Florence. Citi is an equal opportunity employer. Jamie Smart, Kyle Davis, Andy Cosgrove, 4-5-6, coming to the plate, bottom two, scoreless in Marion, Illinois. Aaron Brody with you. Game one between the Freedom and Miners. Jamie Smart has been everything Mike Pinto could have hoped for and more since coming over from the Gateway Grizzlies this season. A first pitch breaking ball is down and away. Smart stands at 6'4", 235 pounds, California native. Chopper to second. Squeezed by Pintor. He'll pat the mitt, send the hose to first, and plenty of time. 4-3, Smart is out number one, and here comes Kyle Davis. The Cincinnati product from CHCA High School in my stomping grounds up near Mason, Ohio. It's actually in the Sycamore School District, but a private school. Good baseball program. Kyle Davis coming from there. Fastball's off the outside edge to start him 1-0. You could say the Freedom are his hometown team. He has shown well against Florence over his first two seasons with the Miners. Here is a line shot down the third base line, fair and rolling up against the wall. Now it's going to take a big bounce off the wall. Isaac Bernard having to track it down, turns into a stand-up double. And an easy one at that for Kyle Davis, who continues to mash the Freedom. Early RBI opportunity for Andy Cosgrove, who makes his way to the plate next. One out and a man standing at second. First hit of the day for the Miners after 4 straight retired from Castellani. Now he'll have to dig deep. Make a couple of more stressful pitches here in the bottom of inning number 2. Rinsky sets up out. Breaking ball bounces for ball 1. Third year in pro ball for Andy Cosgrove. Lonnie deals the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards left and through, a base hit. Fielded at the shoe tops of Isaac Bernard. He'll send the hose towards home. Not sending the runner. Miners third base coach content with runners on the corners and 1 out. Back-to-back base hits have the Miners sitting pretty as Taylor Sparks comes to the plate.
Number 7, Taylor Sparks.
Mike Castellani, the best ground ball double play pitcher the Freedom have on their staff. Could really use one of those here. Sparks digs in. First pitch on the way. A little bit low. Fastball was right down Broadway, but below the knees for ball 1. Castellani gets the one he wants. Lowers the hands to the ready. The 1-0. Breaking ball does the trick. On the outside edge, evens the count. 1-1. A double from Davis, a single from Cosgrove. Putting runners on the edges with 1 out. The 1-1 from Mike. Back foot breaking ball. Tons of movement, but too much. Sparks a deep breath, where he digs back in the right-handed box. waving the bat a couple of times as Castellani gets his sign. Lefty is ready to rock. 2-1 pitch, hit high in the air. Left center field, Brandon Pugh in deep left center will make the catch. This should turn into a sacrifice fly. No relay home. It will indeed. The Miners draw first blood. Sparks comes up with a sacrifice fly to deep left center, scoring Kyle Davis as the Miners jump in front. 1-0.
Now batting, number 6, Joe Duncan.
In steps Joe Duncan, the Eastern Illinois alum, who gets a first pitch bender right on the outside corner. Now 2 outs in the inning. Lonnie 1 pitch away from getting the offense back to the plate in the third. Does have Andy Cosgrove off to a small lead at first. He'll pick over there. Shows the A move, but Cosgrove shuffles the foot right back on the bag. Wasn't off by much, so it was tough play for Castellani to have any shot at the pickoff, but it was his tremendous A move, and Cosgrove got a late read. Wasn't far enough off the bag to make it matter. Inside breaking balls fouled towards the Freedom dugout. Played on a bare hand and a nice play by the bench coach Mike Morris. Nothing but strikes to Joe Duncan. Brinsky setting up way in for the 0-2. Here's the pitch. It was in, but up as well. First ball of the sequence. Counts 1-2. Duncan, like Kyle Davis, good numbers against the Freedom in his career. Had a 2-hit game in the finale at UC Hell Stadium in June. 1-2. Shot through the right side of the infield and into right field. Another base knock for the Miners. Duncan goes the other way. Runners at first and second, station-to-station advancement. And the 9-hole man, Colton Pogue, will come to the plate as the Miners are looking for more in inning number 2. Solid walkout song choice. But the wrong part of the song. First pitch on the way from Castellani, an inside-out swing and a hard foul ball off the right side. Miners have taken the game's first lead, 1-0 here in inning number 2. Have runners at first and second. Back to the top, and Cletus Avery, should Colton Pogue find his way aboard. Castellani gets the one he wants. Pogue ends up at second. The Miners will add to their lead, 2-0, and 2 more standing in scoring position. Cletus Avery, a strikeout victim in his first at bat. Good time for another one of those. First pitch on the way. Too far in. 1-0. Lefty deals. Breaking ball misses inside. 2-0 to Cletus Avery. Avery putting an ACL injury to bed that robbed him of his 2018 season here in Marion, Illinois. But has ingratiated himself with his teammates after the long rehab here in 2019. Couple of grand slams for Avery this season. The Freedom know about one of them. Good breaking ball and a late strike call on the outside corner. Castellani on the board, 2-1 now the count. There are 2 outs, but 2 men on, both in scoring position. Joe Duncan at third base. Colton Pogue at second after his 2-out double. Lefty sets at the belt. Here's his 2-1. Good pitch, right on the inside edge. Count evens up. Deuces all over the board. Lonnie digging deep here. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Cletus Avery, 2 strikeouts in his first 2 at bats, but the rest of the Miners faring well here in the second inning. 3 hits in total, 2 runs scored. And it's a 2-0 game. The Freedom trail at Rent One Park. We enter the third next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network. Are you craving the crispiness of Donato's pizza and the creaminess of Witt's custard? Visit a one-stop shop for both cravings in Independence, Kentucky. Haven't had the chance to try Witt's yet? Well, you're in luck. Stop by the First Baseline concessions and get a scoop of made fresh daily Witt's custard today. Donato's Pizza and Witt's Custard of Independence are proud supporters of Tasty Za, delicious desserts, and Florence Freedom Baseball.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg. Proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs. Sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We are Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
Florence will have to eliminate an early deficit. As we move to the top of the third, the Miners have jumped on the scoreboard first and twice. It's a 2-0 game. 2 singles and 2 doubles, a 4-hit second inning for Southern Illinois led to those 2 runs. Davis and Pogue with the doubles, singles for Joe Duncan and Andy Cosgrove. Taylor Bryant to lead things off for Florence. As Stephen Ridings rocks into the windup and will miss. Up and out with a first pitch fastball. Freedom 13-19 when the opposition scores first. "1-0 is right down Broadway. Ridings peering over the top of that black Wilson mitt. Starts his windup again, the 1-1. Breaking ball. Spotted on the outside edge. James Purnell certainly calling the corners, both in and out, here in the early goings. Maybe even a hair off in both directions. But consistent with it, helping both pitchers. With that being the case, the 1-2, no question about this, it was up. Count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bryant hitting just .179 this season. And swings through a good breaking ball down on strikes. Stephen Ridings continuing to fan everybody. 5 strikeouts now and 7 outs total. As the 9-hole man Connor Crane hopes to get this Freedom offense off the schneid. They have struggled to produce runs of late. They still have scored more runs than any team in the Frontier League, in large part. In fact, if you're looking at just fundamentally scoring runs, that's certainly why the Freedom have the best record in all of the Frontier League. But lately, it's not really been as easy for them. First pitch fastball squeezes the outside corner. Crane will fall behind 0-1. Had to battle in the middle and late innings over the last couple of weeks just to avoid shutouts. The offense has gone cold here in the early stages of the second half of the season. Breaking balls at the letters. Crane in a 1-1 with Ridings. July has been the only losing month for the Freedom, who entered tonight 9-11 in July. 1-1. Lifted in the air, playable in right center field. Joe Duncan, the captain of the outfield from center, makes the running catch. Two more quick ones for Stephen Ridings and back to the top. And Isaac Bernard. Talked about it a little bit in the pregame show. But the Freedom have lost 8 of their last 11. But have the following numbers to thank for why it has not really affected much. They've still been the top team in the Frontier League essentially all season. The record in the month of June, 20-7. The first month of the season, May, 11-7. First pitch swinging and a fastball's rocketed back to the screen. Bernard just missed it, but falls behind 0-1. Righty's into his windup and the 0-1. No chance. At the shoulders. The month of June certainly good to the Freedom. That's when they won 20 of 23 games. An incredible stretch. Fastball at the eyes. 2 balls and a strike. Nitpicking here, but there's been one weakness for Ridings is that he seemed to have lost his command in the early stages after getting the second out in the inning. Got a little bit wilder. It's 3-1 now as this fastball is off the plate. It was a 2-out walk to Lopez in the first. And he's threatening to do the same with Isaac Bernard here in inning number 3. Miners in front, 2-0. No one on, 2 outs for the Freedom. Pitch on the way, 3-1, and swinging away. But coming up empty is Isaac. Now a full count. Freedom still looking for their first base hit tonight. Plenty of time to get it. A single 9-inning affair on tap. Here's a high fly ball. Shallow in center. It's going to be played by the shortstop Jared Watkins in shallow center. And the shortstop makes the play. Another 1-2-3 frame for Ridings, who's issued owned and operated. So we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG. Mike Castellani back to work. We move towards the bottom of the third. Aaron Brody with you from Rent One Park in Marion, Illinois. Game 1 has arrived between the Freedom and Miners. First road trip here to Marion. Freedom have controlled the series, 2-0 in series against Southern Illinois, but in an early 2-0 hole tonight. Good thing this fighting Freedom team is never out of the fight. Has proven that time and time again here in 2019. They relish the opportunity to storm back late in games, and we're still a ways from being in the late stages of this one, just in the bottom of the third. But a hot start for the Miners offense. Inning number 2. It's 2-3-4 due up for Mike Pinto's Miners. Shortstop Jared Watkins in the left-handed box now. Breaking ball's on the outside corner. Good start for Castellani, 0-1. Watkins 0 for 1. Mike did retire the side in order. In inning number 1. Chopper to second. Luis Pintor gets the big hop right at the belt. Easy toss to first and an easy out to start the third. Gianfranco Wawu strolling to the plate. Castellani very good at getting outs early in the count. Likes to feast on aggressive hitters. He's not trying to blow it by you. He wants you to put it in play. He trusts his defense to make the play. Fastball. Well spotted. Outside edge. 0-1 to Wawu. Mike coming off a good start. He did not get a decision, but that was a good thing. Ended up being a 5-4 Freedom loss. Here's a ground ball to third. Big hopping off the chest of Taylor Bryant. He'll recover with the bare hand to make a strong throw to first. Wawu, not the fastest runner. And not sure he was all the way hustling either. Helping Bryant turn him into out number 2. Castellani last towed the rubber on July 21st in a home game with the second-place team in the West Division standings, Evansville. Allowed just one more run than a quality start would allow. Tailing two-seam fastball with 6 inches of movement at least. Snapping back across that outside corner is Jamie Smart. Finds himself in the 0-1 hole. Lefty deals again. This one will end up at the backstop. Took a short hop over the mid of Ryan Rinsky at the plate. So the count's 1-1. Mike did a good job pitching in and around trouble in that start. Did allow 10 hits, but only 4 runs, and 3 of those were earned. Went 5 2/3 innings, 1 out shy of a quality start. Hard ground ball past a diving Pintor at second and into right field. A 2-out single for Smart extends the inning for Kyle Davis, who started the 2-run rally in the second with his double. Davis with the first of 2 doubles in that second frame. Colton Hogue plated a run with his. First pitch, tailing two-seamer on the edge, outside half, 0-1. Quick consensus reached, and Michael picked to first, but Smart with a big stride just steps back on the corner. No tag applied from Crane. Immediate consensus, and here's Castellani's 0-1. Works the inside edge to perfection this time. 0-2 quickly on Davis. From one part of the black to the other. 2 pitches that are tough to do anything with. Rinsky setting up all the way inside for the 0-2. Castellani deals. Bounces a breaking ball. Good waste pitch. But Davis disciplined here. 2 outs and a man standing at first base, and Jamie Smart in a 2-0 game. Southern Illinois in front. Lonnie deals the 1-2 off the foot. We'll do it again. The 1-2 pitch from the left-hander. Breaking ball, chopper to third. Bryant fields and will go to second to get the lead runner Smart for out number 3. So good work, Mike Castellani, answering the bell after the 2 spot in the second with a clean inning in the third. Pitches around the Jamie Smart single. So the Freedom come to the plate. Top 4, same score, 2-0 on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
It's not just a truck. It's a way of life. It's who you are. It's proud. Free, wild. It's a brotherhood, the Brotherhood of Tacoma. For over 50 years, Toyota has built the best, most durable, go anywhere, do anything trucks money can buy. That's the Toyota Tacoma, the truck that feels like it was built for you, because it is. built in the USA. Welcome to the Brotherhood. Find out more at your Toyota dealer or buy at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Bored? Looking for something different and exciting to do? Come to Full Throttle Indoor Karting and experience pure racing exhilaration. 40 miles per hour on huge indoor tracks. That'll do it. Full Throttle Indoor Karting has something for almost everyone. Check it out at GoFullThrottle.com. Come alone or bring your friends. With 2 locations, Springdale near Dave & Buster's and Florence just off the Turfway exit. We're close by. Full Throttle Indoor Karting. GoFullThrottle.com.
Right now at Fazoli's, get the $5 lunch. Pick 2 Fazoli's favorites, like our fettuccine Alfredo and a side Caesar salad. Or get lasagna with meat sauce and a slice of pepperoni pizza, plus a drink, all for $5. That's right, just $5. Choose from over 450 tasty combinations and get our unlimited signature garlic breadsticks when you dine in. Make plans to enjoy the $5 lunch at Fazoli's today. Fazoli's, life is better with breadsticks. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Two, 3, 4 hitters due up for the Freedom. Top 4. And Florence trailing by a pair of runs to their biggest rival in the West Division, the Southern Illinois Miners. Game 1 of a weekend set. The doubleheader will start at 5:05 tomorrow to complete the series, as the Southern Illinois Salukis will have a game here on Sunday, forcing the Freedom Miners to wrap their series with the night-night doubleheader. Back foot breaking ball on the first pitch to Wobrock. He just lifts up the leg to avoid wearing it. Jumps ahead 1-0 on Ridings, who has been tough as nails through his first 3 frames. Has not allowed a hit yet, just 1 walk. Fastball paints the black. It's a big reason why. He has made 0 mistakes, middle in, middle out in the early goings. All of his strikes on the edges. 1-1 pitch to Wobrock. He shows bunt, lays down a Pearl, third base side. Bare hand play at third by Sparks, on to first, and in and out of the mitt of Jamie Smart. Wobrock threw the bag, safe at first. We'll see how it's scored. Was a fantastic play by Sparks, going bare hand. Made a strong throw, but Smart just couldn't squeeze it. Wobrock was awful close to beating it out on his own merit. We'll see if it goes down as the first Freedom hit or an early Miners error. No decision yet made on the board. It's a hit. Wobrock 1 for 2, and here's Caleb Lopez, the other Freedom player to reach base tonight. Still early enough in the game to get away with bunting your way on. Attaboy, Wobrock. Leave it to him. Swing and a smash to center. Deep. Duncan back, and he'll have enough room. He makes the catch on the warning track. 400 feet to straightaway center. And Lopez about wore it out. Austin at first, 1 out. Trailing by 2-0. Ricky 0 for 1, flew out to center himself his first time up. Ridings working from the stretch for just the second time tonight. Smack dab in the middle of the rubber. First pitch on the way. In and out of the mitt of Andy Cosgrove. And he will sail a horrid throw into right. Wobrock was headed back to first base, but now he'll gladly take second. I think Cosgrove was trying to stop himself from throwing the baseball in the same moment that he decided he was going to make the throw. And it ended up nowhere close. Wobrock was in no man's land, getting a dirt ball read. Ball never bounced too far away from Andy behind the plate. Changes the complexion of the inning a bit. Wobrock now at second. Counts 1-0 on Ramirez. Wobrock shuffling off the bag at second. Ridings deals home. Make it 1-1 as his fastball was on the outside corner. Ridings couldn't come to an agreement with Andy Cosgrove, so he stepped off, got right back on. Now the battery mates will come to a consensus. Righty staring at Wilbrock, but will offer home and skip a breaking ball. That was laid off for ball 2. Chance for the Freedom to cut the deficit in half at least with 1 out. Good hitter at the plate, and Ricky, one of just 2 Freedom hitters hitting over 300 this year. Breaking balls down in the turf, played on a backhand nicely by the catcher Cosgrove. Riding gets the one he wants, sets out in front of his chest. Couple quick looks at second. Now a pause. 3-1 pitch. Rifled towards left field, a base hit. Dennis Pelfrey's going to wave Wobrock. About to see the arm from Kyle Davis. His throw's up the line, cut off by Taylor Sparks. Wobrock slides in feet first. Ricky Ramirez Jr. has just made it a 1-run game at 2-1. Ricky now with an even 40 RBIs on the season. Trying to play some catch up with Connor Crane, who leads the club at 44. On his way. Luis Pintor to try to keep a good thing going. Still just 1 out. Ricky at first. Riding sets out in front of the chest, and the righty deals. Pintor showed bunt, trying to bunt his way on, pulled back as the fastball missed at his shoulders. We do have the 5th-year Freedom skipper mic'd up tonight, so we'll go to that hot mic right here. Ricky dancing off the bag at first base. Long pause from Ridings, but now he'll fire home a fastball that's lifted in the air and on the infield. Left side, Taylor Sparks saying he's got it, and he does. Third baseman makes the catch. Now 2 outs in the Freedom side of the 4th. Very happy to see that our mic is still able to pick up Pelf here at Rent One Park. There is a lot of cement and an overhang that extends well beyond the press box. A lot of times any sort of wall-like figure will wreak havoc on our ability to have a strong signal, but not the case. Pelf with us. We'll be sure to tap in all night long. Ryan Rinsky in the box now. 2 outs, Ricky still at first base. Ridings deals. Breaking ball off the plate, good take. 1-0. Ridings gets the sign. His 1-0 pitch. Right at the knees and right down the middle. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Rinsky should bunt too. Rinsky should bunt too. Look how far back he is.
Pelf noting how deep Taylor Sparks is playing at third. He is about just 3 steps away from left field. Rinsky did want to lay one down, and he got on the third base side. He could easily beat that out. Ridings will check on Ramirez, but nothing doing there.
If he looks at me, I'm going to tell him. If he looks at me, I'm going to tell him.
Here we go, breaking news, but Rinsky did not look over. A 1-1 from Ridings, way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Pelf wanting to put a bunt on. With Sparks a mile behind the bag at third base. 2-1 pitch to the Freedom catcher. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball at 82 was a toughie. Rinsky couldn't touch it. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Ricky Ramirez Jr. at first after his RBI single has made this a one-run game at 2-1. Riding sets out in front of his chest. Time called in the box. Rinsky grew impatient. Riding's doing a good job holding his runners without having to throw over there. He is mixing up his timing on each pitch. He's working with a lightning tempo early, but things change drastically with this guy when runners reach base. 2-2. Ramirez takes off. Rinsky hits a little chopper that's foul at the first base side. Still in a 2-2 count. Brandon Pugh patiently waiting on deck. Good at bat from Ryan Rinsky here, making Stephen Riding's work. Still has some work to do in a 2-2 count to get it in his favor. Riding still comfortably able to use the breaking ball. It was the breaking ball, and it's lined into left field past a sliding Sparks. Pelf is waving the runner to third base, and he's there in plenty of time. Ricky Ramirez Jr. A good read and a feet-first slide. Runners on the edges. The Freedom have the tying run 90 feet away
First strike's out.
here in the fourth.
Yeah, he's costly. He's pretty good.
That was the first mistake from Ridings. It was the breaker, but it broke right over the middle, and Rinsky knew what to do with it. Hit a sharp liner to left. Slow walk out to the bump. Tyler Martin, pitching coach, to have a quick chat with his hurler, Stephen Riding. So I will bring you into the broadcast booth for the first time tonight. Welcome to Rent One Park. Aaron Brody with you. You should probably get a light on in here at some point, right? It's all the way back by the door. Minute and a half breaks. I could probably make it. We've got to do the book. Got things going on during those commercial breaks, tweeting what's going on. Here, Pelf having a good discussion with Ricky Ramirez Jr., the man who's made this a one-run game, 2-1, but the Freedom not content there. Ryan Rinsky extending the inning with the base hit single to put runners at first and third. There are 2 outs. Brandon Pugh at the plate. The Ridings maybe starting to labor a little bit here in the early stages. First real bit of adversity he's tasted in this start tonight.
Just be smart about it. Yeah, he's probably not throwing a second. Got plenty of room here.
Pugh's in the box, and Ridings is set. His first pitch, Brandon shows bunt, pops it up right behind home plate and off the screen. Definitely don't think Taylor Sparks, even with 2 outs, will play that deep at third base. Count evens up at a ball and a strike.
I don't remember how firm it comes off that pad, but I bet it's pretty decently firm. But you should still be able to beat it. Like a fastball overthrown, you know?
Righty gets the one he wants. 1-1. At the letters, ball 2. A lot of pitches in this inning for Stephen Ridings. Behind in the count, 2-1 to Brandon Pugh. With 2 men on the corners. Tying a run at third base, and Ricky Ramirez Jr. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball to center field. Joe Duncan throws the hands up. He's got it in his sights, and now he's got it in his glove. Riding is able to find the third out of the frame before the Freedom are able to scratch across that tying run, but Ricky does make it an easier chore for the Freedom offense. It's a 2-1 game on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2, quality at a price you can afford.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
This is Ryan Quarles, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, here to remind you to buy Kentucky Proud at your local grocery, restaurant, and farmer's market. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're buying fresh, delicious foods for your family. And you're helping Kentucky farm families make a living. Ask for Kentucky Proud by name and look for Kentucky Proud products at kyproud.com. Buy Kentucky Proud.
Andy Cosgrove will lead things off for the Southern Illinois Miners. So 6-7-8 due up to face the lefty Mike Castellani, leading the Freedom 2-1. But the Freedom scoring the last run of the game to pull within one. Some early momentum. Fastball on the outside corner. Castellani gets the call. It's 0-1 to Cosgrove, who's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored tonight. Mike deals and will just miss off the outside edge. A ball and a strike. The all-star catcher Cosgrove. 1-1 pitch. Backs Andy off the plate. Cosgrove, one of 3 minor all-stars. Gianfranco Wawu joined him in Rockland County, as did their ace Chase Cunningham. 2-1 pitch, back up the box. Mike Castellani leaping off the mound to make the play and on to first in time. 1 up, 1 down, and showing the athleticism off the bump, the lefty Mike Castellani. Chopper was pounded into the turf. Lonnie leaving his feet to make the play. Helping his own cause as Taylor Sparks digs in. First pitch to Sparks, he wanted. Went out and got it, but fouled it off the right side. Sparks a productive start to this game. It was his sacrifice fly that gave the Miners the early 1-0 lead. For the RBI double 2 batters later from Colton Pogue. Made it a 2-run game. 0-1 pitch, late swing. Castellani throws the fastball by him. This one at 84. But on the heels of the off-speed pitch, looked faster than that. Way ahead is Lonnie 0-2 with 1 out, nobody on. Rinsky setting up all the way in. 0-2 pitch, hit hard and past a diving Taylor Bryant into left. An 0-2 mistake. Sparks hit it really hard. He's at first. Double play could end the inning for Mike, who has not rolled one yet tonight. Gets about 3, it feels like, every start. Joe Duncan does run well, the next man to step in the box. One of the very best double play duos in the Frontier League. Austin Wobrock, Caleb Lopez. It doesn't drop off much with Luis Pintor at second, if at all. Luis, one of the 4 shortstops the Freedom have on this 24-man roster. A first pitch fastball was way outside to Joe Duncan, who's ahead 1-0. High fastball on pitch number 2 for ball 2. 21st start at second for Luis here in 2019. Played primarily the hot corner with 34 starts over there. He's been the DH 8 times. One of those versatile guys who will play anywhere you ask him. 2-0 pitch to Duncan and the first strike. Fastball on the outside corner. 2-1 to the Miners center fielder. Lonnie gets the one he wants. Here's his 2-1. Chop towards short. Wobrock gloves on to second for one. Pintor the turn and not in time. Boy, that seemed like they got it. Call goes the way of Southern Illinois. A bang-bang play nonetheless at first base. Ryan Rinsky having a couple of words with Andy Dudonis. Gracious. It sure did look like that was an inning-ending double play, as we all saw coming. The umpires now will conference. They're not going to change the call. A break for the Miners. Hustling the whole way was Duncan, who did leave his feet laid out. Sometimes that slows you up a little bit. It sure did look like they got him. Either way you slice it, it's 2 outs, and Joe Duncan at first after the fielder's choice. Colton Pogue in the box, and he'll hit a 2-hop bouncer towards first. Played on a backhand by Connor Crane. The ball never lies. The Freedom get out 1 pitch later. We move to the top of the 5th in a 1-run game. Had plenty of those of late. This one 2-1. Miners in front on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
At Compass Self Storage, we make it easier. We understand that storing your belongings is not a luxury, but a necessity. We're a proven self-storage leader focused on providing you with a friendly, professional, and clean place to store your items. Whether your concern is price, size, availability, or security, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. Give us a call today at any of our locations in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, or visit our webpage at compassselfstorage.com. Mention this ad and get your first month's rent for free.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Another quick in the early goings. But Stephen Ridings is coming off an injury and is working himself back into full-time go status. So the Southern Illinois Miners are going to pull the plug early on Ridings. It's the right-hander Cody Thompson warming up to take over here in inning number 5. Ridings won't get the chance to take the win despite his good start to the ball game. Did not allow his first Freedom hit until that 1-run 4th inning. He did allow a couple more after it, as the Freedom rallied for one to make it a 1-run game. But the quick hook from Mike Pinto tonight as he gets himself back in playing shape after a long delay. 14-day DL, but really call it the 60-day for Ridings. He's looked good in a pair of starts since, however. But we'll exit ahead of inning number 5 here tonight. Freedom will send Taylor Bryant, Connor Crane, and Isaac Bernard, their leadoff man, to the plate in the 5th. Thompson's ready to roll. In steps Taylor Bryant. Aaron Brody with you from Rhett 1 Park. Opening game of a 3-game weekend set in an all West Division affair between two heated rivals. Florence leading the charge in the West Division and the Frontier League with their 40-25 record. The Miners just trying to jump ahead of 500, 31-31 here tonight. First pitch to Taylor Bryant, down and away from Thompson. It's 1-0. Thompson 6'2", 195. out of Randolph-Macon College in his first year with the Miners. No miss with a fastball as Bryant takes the 2-0 edge. Riding into the windup. 2-0 dropped by Andy Cosgrove, and from my vantage point, that may have cost Thompson the strike call. Looked to be right on the plate. Called ball 3. Got to make the play. You'll see umpires around the Frontier League and certainly Major League Baseball make catchers catch it. 3-0. Nearly hits him. A 4-pitch walk and an inauspicious start for the right-hander Cody Thompson, whose numbers are a bit elevated in relief this season, a 5.40 ERA. He has spanned 35 innings. This is his 13th appearance. Guy's made 3 starts. This is not one of them. Opponent's hitting well off the righty, 292, the opponent batting average. And a good start to this Freedom side of the 5th. 1 man up, 1 man on, as Connor Crane steps in next. Thompson will start Crane with a breaking ball that he put right on the outside corner. Connor squared around to bunt, pulled back, but falls behind 0-1. Connor 0 for 1, flew out to center his first time up. Pitch on the way, good breaking ball, swung on and missed. 0-2. As Crane chased a pitcher's pitch. Curveball started on the edge, tapered off. Crane swung over the top. The 0-2 on the way from Thompson. Fouled back to the screen. We'll stay right here. Thompson sets and his 0-2. Good breaking ball, swung on and missed. Crane down on strikes for out number 1. So Thompson rebounding after the early walk, spotting 3 good breaking balls to get the strikeout of Connor Crane. Just 1 fastball in the sequence, one that Crane fought off and fouled off to stay alive. Off speed heavy as the lineup rolls over to Isaac Bernard with Taylor at first base. 1 out. First pitch on the way. Right down the middle. Fastball at 88. 0-1. Isaac 0 for 2. Strikeout and a pop out. Both off Steven Ridings, who was pulled out for 4 tonight. Long pause from the set for Thompson. Now he'll offer down and in to even the sequence. Night has fallen in Marion, Illinois. Beautiful day for baseball, becoming a beautiful evening for a baseball game. 1-1 pitch. Too far inside, low as well. Bernard ahead 2-1. Thompson will take a quick trip to the rosin bag. Has struggled with command in his first inning of relief tonight. Walked Taylor Bryant on 4 pitches. Has fallen behind Isaac Bernard here. Righty deals. Hard line drive to left, sinking and down, a base hit. Taylor a big round at second, but he'll stay there. Well struck single for Isaac Bernard has the Freedom threatening here in inning number 5. Runners at first and second with 2 outs to play with is Austin Wobrock, who got the first Freedom hit, laying down a beautiful bunt single his last time up. Thompson working on the first base side of the rubber, leaning in for the sign right now from Cosgrove, and will step off. Right back on. Right back to leaning in. Righty will quiet the hands above the belt. Take a couple of looks at Taylor Bryant at second. Hike the leg, and his first pitch is off the outside edge to Austin Wobrock. Two-hole man takes the 1-0 edge. Thompson readies. Here's his 1-0. Called a strike. Fastball at 88 on the inner half. Makes the count 1-1. Freedom offense starting to work itself into a lather after a slow start in their first 3 at-bats. Got 3 hits and a run in the 4th. Threatening to do more of the same here in inning number 5. Andy Cosgrove may have popped a lace on his catcher's mitt. He's over at the rail on the Miners' first base dugout asking for a new glove. He's got it. He's back on his way to his post behind home plate. Wobrock capitalizing on the chance to get a word or two advice from Dennis Pelfrey, which reminds me to pot up Pelf's mic. As the Freedom threaten again with 2 men on. Runners at first and second. Just 1 out.
Good.
1-1 pitch. Shot down the left field line. This is a fair baseball and bouncing off the base of the wall. Taylor Bryant's going to score. Isaac Menard's getting the wave. Relay to the plate. A snap tag and the ball comes out of the mitt. Menard is safe. Wobrock rounds third. Austin comes up big again. A 2-run triple has put the Freedom in front, 3-2.
All right, infield's in. Good. You be pretty aggressive here on the chopper. It's hit hard on the ground, you see it through.
1. Wanted to give you the chance to listen in to Pelf as he talks shop with Austin Wobrock at third base. Infield in across the diamond for the Miners.
Find that hitting zone, see it.
Pitch on the way. Rolled over to third. Wobrock broke on contact. Play at the plate, and in plenty of time. Wobrock gunned as Lopez threw the bag at first. Got to make those decisions in a flash. Wobrock broke, but a good throw from Taylor Sparks at third. An easy play for the Miners, who get the second out of the frame at the dish. In steps Ricky Ramirez Jr.
Ricky should bunt right. Look at that.
Pelf wanting everybody to lay down bunts tonight. First pitch swinging and a 1-hopper to first. Squeezed by Smart. He'll step on the center of the base, and that'll do it for the Freedom in the 5th, but not before Austin Wobrock capes up. A 2-run triple has put the Freedom ahead 3-2 as we move to the bottom of the 5th at Rent One Park on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Roar at Roar Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Roar Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to roarins.com. Call Alvin Roar. Call the Roar Agency today.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company. Back to the top of the order for the Southern Illinois Miners, who suddenly trail the Florence Freedom 3-2. First pitch swinging, Cletus Avery hits a high fly ball deep into right field. Ricky leaping at the wall, and it's gone. Cletus Avery and Apo Taco to knot the score at 3. Freedom players will be seeing Cletus Avery opposite field home runs in their nightmares. Second time Avery's done that to the Freedom. His first one, a grand slam. This one, far less damaging than that, but it does tie the game. Jared Watkins in the box now as a breaking ball finds the outside corner for a called strike. Another classic game potentially in the works tonight. They seem to all go that way when these two teams collide. Absolutely no love lost as a breaking ball is swung on and missed. Lonnie quickly ahead 0-2 after issuing the long ball to Avery. 6th home run this season allowed by Mike. 0-2. Another good breaking ball. Did he check his swing? No appeal granted. Purnell just says, no, he didn't. Mike's 1-2. Got the strikeout anyway. Breaking ball gets a swing and a miss. One run in and one out in a 3-3 game. Southern Illinois sends Gianfranco Wawu to the dish. First pitch on the way to Wawu. Stays with the Uncle Chuck. Brinsky couldn't squeeze it. It broke so much. Count will be 1-0 as it finished too far in. Castellani gets the sign and sets at the belt. His 1-0 pitch. Back to the breaking ball and on the outside Black for a called strike. A ball and a strike to Wawu. Lefty readies. Here's his 1-1. Stays with the hook, but it bounced right at the top of the plate for ball 2. The 2-1, up and out. Castellani falling behind 3-1 and taking a little lap around the rubber. He reascends and looks in. The 3-1 pitch. Fouled back to the netting. A full count. 1 out, nobody on. Deadlocked at 3 in the bottom of the 5th. Time called in the box. Wawu wanted time. Lonnie never moved. Now he'll step off and ask Ryan Rinsky to come out there for a quick word. Big pitch upcoming here to Gianfranco Wawu in a full count. Miners have tied the game on the blast by Cletus Avery. This is a tone-setting pitch right here. Mike got the out to the next man he faced, but does not want to put Wawu on. Payoff delivery. Breaking ball rolled over and foul on the third base side. Lonnie deals another payoff, and it's shot foul to the left. A very good turnout here tonight at Rent One Park. A lot of people showing up to pay homage to Ryan Bird, who was inducted in the Frontier League Hall of Fame earlier this evening. The dominant right-hander laid waste in his Frontier League career. His number retired out there on the wall and left. Breaking ball, chopped foul behind the plate. Castellani will get a new baseball. He has to come up with a fourth payoff pitch to Gianfranco Wawu. Make noise all over the Jumbotron as the Miners faithful enjoy a moment to scream at the top of their lungs. 3-2 pitch. Shot to second. Pintor in front and on to first in time. Cleanup man Jamie Smart in the box. 1 for 2 tonight. Singled his last time up. Major shift on for the Freedom. It's a breaking ball. But ball 2 was a miss down and away. Interesting to see Castellani and Rinsky working out with this kind of a shift on to pull. Hard line drive over Wobrock and in front of Brandon Pugh. Smart put it in a perfect spot, right between two Freedom defenders. Make it a 2-hit night for the first baseman. A 2-out single will bring Kyle Davis to the dish in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch swinging and a ground ball into right field, a base hit. Trying to go first to third is Smart. Ricky will throw behind the runner at first. They've got their man in a rundown. Throw to second in time. Luis Pintor swipes the tag. Davis thinking for sure Ramirez is going to show the arm to third. Took it for granted. What a play by Ricky Ramirez Jr. to quell the threat from the Miners with 2 outs. Florence to the plate. Top 6, 3-3 game. Are you craving the crispiness of Donato's pizza and the creaminess of Witt's custard? Visit a one-stop shop for both cravings in Independence, Kentucky. Haven't had the chance to try Witt's yet? Well, you're in luck. Stop by the First Baseline concessions and get a scoop of made fresh daily Witt's custard today. Donato's Pizza and Witt's Custard of Independence are proud supporters of Tasty Za, delicious desserts, and Florence Freedom Baseball. Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassidon.org for more information or to register online. Life, pass it on.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
A classic in the works, a 3-3 game as we move to inning number 6. Cletus Avery with one swing of the bat, making the Freedom 3-2 lead short-lived with a solo blast in the bottom of inning number 5. So we move stalemated at 3 to the 6th as Luis Pintor strides to the plate to face Cody Thompson, who's back out there for his second inning of work in relief of Stephen Ridings, who went just 4 in his second start after a long stint on the disabled list here in 2019. Pintor 0 for 2. The pair of pop-outs. First pitch to him. Breaking ball. A lot of movement. Started at the hip of Luis and crossed on the inside corner. Pintor down in the count 0-1. Thompson, one of the rare relief pitchers that I've seen in the Frontier League to have the full windup. He will fire a fastball down and away to even the count 1-1. Final line for Stephen Ridings tonight. 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts as Thompson deals again, but a breaking ball is down and away. Pintor now in front. 2 balls and a strike. Leading off the 6th. Thompson gets the one he wants, starts the windup. His 2-1s hammered towards right center field, down a base hit. Pintor picking him up and putting him down, trying to make this a hustle double, and he will do just that. Upstanding at second. Nice start. Brings up Ryan Rinsky as this one's suddenly becoming a back and forth affair. Offenses flexing their muscle after the pitcher's duel to start. Rinsky laced a frozen rope single to left his last time up. Trying to put the Freedom in front again. Pintor stands in scoring position. Thompson has the full windup, but he's back to the stretch now. Asking Andy Cosgrove to start over with the signs. Now he gets the one he wants and sets. 2 looks at Luis, who's dancing off the bag at second. A long pause, and Pintor now walking back to second base as Ryan Rinsky calls time. Miners Freedom matchups are a showcase of strength on weakness. The Miners walk the most batters in the Frontier League. The Freedom work the most walks. Rinsky showed bunt, pulled back. Fastball missed down and away. Have not been too many free passes from the Miners tonight. However, Thompson deals the 1-0, but buries it. Rinsky in a great hitter's count. 2 balls, no strikes, no one out. And Luis Pintor at second after his leadoff double. Cody Thompson and Andy Cosgrove are having a really difficult time getting on the same page, and Andy's going to walk out there, and now it'll turn in to a wholesale meeting of the minds. The entire infield to join the discussion. Pelf talking to Rinsky. Let's check in.
Yeah. I don't mind you showing it. I mean, because he can't throw strikes. Yeah. But yeah, just keep it up, and if it's out over the plate, shoot that right side. Yeah. At least get him to third that way. If it gets through, we score. And if not, like if it's a ball, I'd almost show 3-0. I hate that, but I don't know. Whatever you're feeling here, baby.
All right. Cosgrove was freaking motherfucking him behind the plate.
Oh, there we go. The first time the mic bites us. Don't report me. Meeting of the minds is over. Zarinsky goes back to the plate. Hot mics are the trend in baseball. Maybe you enjoy it. Started so strong. Luis Pintor standing at second. Zarinsky in a 2-0 count. Wheel move. Nothing doing. Is that what all the dog and pony show was? Bringing everybody in? All right, I want you to wheel move to second and not throw it. Ready, break. Thompson sets. Couple looks at second. Now he'll offer home. Breaking ball. What a pitch. On the outside corner. Started down Broadway. Snapped on the outside black. Cosgrove again having to start over with the signs as Thompson implored him from the mound. Infield creeping in on the right side. Pintor better look alive over there. Shortstop Jared Watkins right in his back pocket. (2-1). Zarinsky lays down a bunt, but it rolls foul. Kicked further foul by Cosgrove. As the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Aaron Brody with you from Rent One Park. We are in the top of the 6th in a 3-3 game, but there is nobody out. And the Freedom have a man in scoring position in Luis Pintor. Thompson reestablishes on the first base side of the rubber, looking in for the sign. He gets it. 2-2 pitch to Zarinsky. Breaking ball. Little bleeder, but it's going to stay on the infield. And the shortstop, Jared Watkins, will make the catch off the end of the bat. First out of the frame. Brandon Pugh with the opportunity to put the Freedom in front. Pugh swinging the cherry red bat. Might have borrowed that from Wobrock. Thompson set up against the chest. His first pitch, a late swing and a miss. Fastball at 88. Where Thompson has lived tonight with the Heat. Thompson picks out a winner and sets again. Long pause and the 0-1 pitch fouled back over the top of the press box. Not a play. Nothing but strikes to Brandon Pugh, 0-2. Got to find a way to get that run in a 3-3 game. Pintor's double started the inning. Could small ball their way to success, but it gets a little bit more difficult with each out. Pugh's got to fight in the 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. Hard line drive to center field, but this one's going to stay up. Joe Duncan able to play it in right center. Tagging at second's Pintor. One hopper to the bag. Pintor overslides the base, but gets the hand right back on the corner in the nick of time. Sparks kept the tag on him. And Pintor just barely able to keep the fingers on the base. So there are 2 outs, but now a wild pitch and a pass ball can also put the Freedom ahead. Taylor Bryant comes to the plate. 2-out base knock would also do the trick. Bryant's looking for his first hit of the night. Did work a walk his last time up. Came around to score on the Wobrock 2-run triple. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Thompson starting to locate the Uncle Chuck with confidence on that outside part of the plate to right-handed hitters. The 0-1 stayed with the same pitch, but this one was low. Still on the edge, but below the knees as it crossed for ball 1. Right-hander sets at his chest. His 1-1 pitch called a strike on the outside corner. Bryant throws the head back. He thought that was off the plate. Bryant will now step out, take a practice cut. Trying to channel his emotions as he gets back in the box. One-two pitch. Breaking balls rolled to short. Watkins has it. And on to first in time. 6-3 for out number 3. The Freedom cannot cash in the leadoff double from Luis Pintor. So we'll move stalemated at 3 to the Miners side of the 6th at Rent One Park.
Here with me tonight. You know what I'm going to call you from now on? Galatia Gunner. We're going to play our player.
You belong at City. We are now hiring customer service agents to join the team at our Florence, Kentucky Customer Contact Center. Working at City certainly has its perks: tuition reimbursement, great pay, business casual dress code, and benefits day one. To discover a career at City and join our remarkable team, visit jobs.city.com/Florence. That is jobs.citi.com/Florence. City is an equal opportunity employer.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg. Proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs: sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We are Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
When your truck is broken down, where do you turn for extensive repairs at a reasonable cost? Look no further than Taylor Truck and Auto Repair. We pride ourselves on being the premier source for truck and auto servicing in the area. In addition to our quality work, we offer 24-hour road assistance and towing for large trucks and automobiles. We can also perform work on RVs. We're located 2 minutes off the Mount Zion Road or Richwood Road exits on Dixie Highway in Walton, Kentucky. Taylor Truck and Auto Repair. Call 859-918-6122. Six, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Miners. 3-3 game, bottom 6. Mike Castellani back out in the midst of a quality start. First pitch on the outside corner to the right-handed hitter. 0-1. Cosgrove with a single and a run scored tonight. He's also bounced out to Castellani. Oh, 0-1 from the left-hander. Breaking ball as Cosgrove showed bunt. Didn't look to me like he pulled it back. Perhaps he did, as it's ruled. Ball 1. Pitch was off the plate. Renschke sets up out, the 1-1s. Bounce to third. Bryant charges in to glove the big hop. Low throw at first, but Crane able to go down and get it to complete the putout. 5-3 brings up Taylor Sparks. Just another close ball game for the Freedom. Nothing but of late. Freedom 12-11 in one-run games, but played 3 one-run affairs with the Windy City Thunderbolts in a 4-game series. Swinging a high fly ball deep into left field. A solo blast on the first pitch. Taylor Sparks will touch them all as the Miners reclaim the advantage 4-3. Second home run of the night for Southern Illinois. A pair of solos. The Avery blast tied it at 3. The Sparks round tripper pushes Southern Illinois in front. Joe Duncan will hit next. Castellani fires a first pitch breaking ball that is rolled on a bunt to third base. Bare hand play, and the throw pulled Crane off the bag. Duncan safe, a bunt single. Colton Pogue to the plate. Pogue's been involved tonight, an RBI double in his first at bat. But he's 1 for 2. First pitch swinging off the end of the bat to short. Wobrock to Pintor at second for 1. On to first base. There's the double play we've been looking for. Mike Castellani really has rolled 2. But this one he gets the call at first base on. And we will move to the Freedom side of inning number 7. The big blast from Taylor Sparks has put the Miners back in front by 1, 4-3 game in Marion, Illinois. Keep it locked on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
The exciting new 2018 Toyota Camry is here with more power, more innovation, and the most advanced safety features standard. Camry's jaw-dropping designs include the premium XLE with everything at your command. And the sporty, aggressive
barbecue catering? I did a wedding tasting for City Barbecue Catering. Going with them for my wedding was a no-brainer. Their full-service catering left us with nothing to worry about. They took care of everything.
I fed 20 people, and man, people went to town on that beef brisket.
Thanks to the service and great food, this night was great.
The food was unbelievable. My fiance and I were so proud to serve this meal to our friends.
Visit one of City Barbecue's 5 area locations or order from the catering menu at citybbq.com.
BJ's Restaurant and Brew House has been serving up a one-of-a-kind brew house experience for 40 years. With over 120 menu items to choose from, featuring their California spin on Chicago-style deep dish pizza, specialty entrees, salads, loaded burgers, enlightened entrees, as well as the world-famous Pizookie dessert, and award-winning handcrafted beers, they obsess over bringing you nothing but good times. Don't wait. Come into BJ's Restaurant and Brew House today. Another new pitcher on the mound for the Southern Illinois Miners. Cody Thompson's appearance in relief will be cut short after two-run frames. Now it's a lefty by the name of Will Heaton, who stands at 6'4", 230 pounds, out of Morton, Illinois. A 5-year pro in affiliated baseball in the Padres organization, last with the Lake Elsinore Storm, the Advanced A affiliate of the Padres. As recent as this year, released in 2019. Heaton will square off with the 9-1 two-hitters for the Freedom. That's Crane, Bernard, and Wobrock. 4-3 game. The Miners have jumped in front, courtesy a solo shot from Taylor Sparks. Lefty's into the windup. 91 miles an hour on a first pitch fastball, but it was too far in for ball 1. Lefty deals again, and he'll get the inside strike. Crane flinched as if it was too far in, His head snapped back at James Purnell when it was called strike one. 1-1. Too far in again. The home run for Taylor Sparks was his first as a member of the Southern Illinois Miners this season. Fastball was low for ball 3, and Cosgrove struggled to throw it back to Heeden. Ended up at second, where Gianfranco Wawu was able to pick it up. Be like, here you go. Crane way ahead 3-1 as the lefty rocks and fires. Swing and a little pop-up foul ground on the first base side, and Jamie Smart tracks it down in the first base coach's box. Crane an aggressive cut and a 3-1 count, but he got in on his hands. P3 for out number 1. The leadoff man, Isaac Bernard, heads to the left-handed box. Southpaw deals and spots on the outside black, 0-1. Fastball at 92. So lefty heats up. Back into the windup. Here's his 0-1, and he just plunked Bernard with the breaking ball. That'll work. Freedom get the tying run aboard and bring up Austin Wobrock, who has 2 RBIs tonight, 32 now on the season. 2-run triple put the Freedom ahead 3-2 back in inning number 5. We're in the 7th now. Another 1-run game. Bernard aggressively off to a big lead at first base. In on the edges. In a good bunt situation, but Wobrock will swing away. Foul off an outside pitch. Miners with 11 hits tonight. Heeden pump fake to first. Bernard not phased, right back off to that huge lead at first base. Fastball right down the middle. 92 again from the lefty. Counts 0-2 on Austin Wobrock. Heeden all the way over on the third base side of the rubber as he leans in for the sign. Cosgrove sets up in. Here's the 0-2. Fastball, outside corner. Wobrock rung up on strikes. 2 dead. Top 7. Caleb Lopez has a flair for the dramatic. He represents the go-ahead run as he strides to the plate with 2 outs, and Isaac Bernard standing at first after the hit by pitch. Lefty will pick to first, has a good move. Bernard back. No tag applied from Smart. That wasn't the A move. He must have the best move of all time. Never looked towards first. Wore out that imaginary 45-degree angle. Put the throw on the money. Now he'll throw home, but bury a breaking ball. Ball 1 to Caleb Lopez. 1-0 is the count. Lefty sets at his belt, staring at Bernard at first. 1-0. Breaking ball off the outside corner. Good take from Lopez. Very, very close to that outside edge that has been there all night. But not here. It's 2-0. Heaton has struggled a little bit in the early stages of his Miners career. His ERA is at 6.75 in 4 innings of relief. 2-0, down and in. 3 balls, no strikes on Lopez as Cosgrove takes a couple of steps out in front of home plate. Give Heaton a little bit more time. Eventually does toss it back to his hurler, who collects himself and gets right back on the third base side of the rubber. Got to climb all the way back from 3-0. Lopez standing on top of the plate. 3-0 pitch is hammered, but foul off the left field side. Lopez getting the green light. Hit it a long way. It was out in front. Andy Cosgrove needing a minute. Walking with a limp around the plate. Not sure if he jolted or flinched. He's waving off the training staff. Doesn't want to slow this game down. They're clearly dealing with something, but now it's like he's stretching out his arm or his shoulder. So it might have been on the return toss back to Will Heaton that he felt something uncomfortable. He's having a face-to-face conversation with James Purnell, the home plate umpire, who's giving him all the time he needs to make sure he's good to go. The mash was the first strike to Lopez. He's still sitting pretty, 3-1. There are 2 outs. Isaac Bernard at first. (3-1). Swung on, hit in the air to left field. Some carry, but not enough. In left, Kyle Davis is underneath for out number 3. Bernard wears a pitch, but stranded at first base. Bottom of the 7th next. After the 7th inning stretch, Miners in front by 1. Your score is 4-3.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we inspire students to think beyond the classroom and redraw the bounds of what's possible for their future. Students are prepared for what it takes to succeed in their careers and in life. Nearly 99% of those who earn a degree from the Mount are employed, going to grad school, or volunteering within 6 months of graduating. This reflects the career certainty that comes from an education at the Mount. Connect with us today by visiting msj.edu.
Nothing like Chick-fil-A Chicken Minis to start my day off, right? The food is always hot and served with a smile.
I love Chick-fil-A breakfast, served daily until 10:30 a.m.
I spend my mornings at Chick-fil-A and my nights with the Florence Freedom for the perfect summer day. Let freedom ring.
Chick-fil-A Fort Wright, Houston Road, and Mall Road are proud to sponsor Florence Freedom Baseball this season. So come on in today. Quit stalling.
Looking for a career change? Opportunities knocking. Beckfield College can guide you into a career direction including healthcare, nursing. You can even get your business degree. Call Beckfield today and train to get the skills you need to be a medical assistant, LPN, RN, BSN, or get on the path to a business career. Opportunity is knocking. Classes start soon. Get to beckfield.edu or call 866-961-9393. That's 866-961-9393.
Back to the top for the Southern Illinois Miners. Mike Castellani emerging again for his 7th inning of work. But a first pitch breaking ball was low to Cletus Avery, who's got the other of 2 Miner home runs tonight. His Oppo Taco to right. Tied the game at 3 in the bottom of the 5th. He swings and hits a high fly ball out of play off the left side. Home run distance when it lands, but well out of play. Avery now with 4 homers on the season, but 2 against the Freedom in 2 of his last 3 games against Florence, as a breaking ball is just off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike to the leadoff man, who's the DH. Don't see that every day. Castellani deals the 2-1. Breaking ball and a good one on the outside corner. Got to be a pest as a pitcher. You don't get the call on one pitch, throw it again. Make him call it a ball twice. James Purnell hasn't done that yet. Count is 2-2 as the lefty fires. Went down and in and got a weak ground ball off the third base side. That's foul. And caroming off the wall into left. Isaac Bernard will have to track it down, so Lonnie will have to take his time. Bernard now sprinting back to his post and left. As Castellani looks in. Quick consensus reached. The lefty sets at his belt. Slide step, 2-2. Fastball misses outside. A full count to start the bottom of the 7th. Pitch on the way. Poked foul off to the right. Got to be a pest as a hitter, too. Fighting off tough 2-strike pitches, payoff pitches, forcing the pitcher to continue to throw strikes. Castellani up for the challenge. Lefty, another payoff. Breaking balls hit in the air to left center field. A high fly ball, but plenty of real estate. Isaac Bernard under it, calling off the center fielder Pugh for out number 1. Shortstop Jared Watkins to the plate, 0 for 3, struck out his last time. Miners leading your Freedom 4-3. Lefty deals. Comebacker over the glove of Castellani and through into center field. A base hit. Watkins is on the board. One out single is going to bring up the 3-hole man, Gianfranco Wawu. Told you in Castellani's last start, he was expertly able to pitch around 10 hits. He's doing more of the same tonight. The Miners now with 12 knocks to the Freedom 6. But the two West Division foes are separated by just 1 run. First pitch on the way to Wawu. Slow roller to short. Wobrock charges. He'll go to second for 1. On to first base. Not in time. Another bang-bang play. And very nearly another inning-ending double play. But safe at first is Wawu, who is really hustling this time. Mentioned earlier he may not have been. That was not the case here. Good hard 90, and he stayed out of the inning ender. Will stand at first base as Jamie Smart gets the chance to face Castellani with 2 outs in a 4-3 game. Smart has singled in each of his last 2 at-bats. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Not much of a lead at all for Wawu at first. Castellani, a 2-seam fastball on the outside corner for strike number 1. Pitch, breaking ball, bodied up to perfection by Rinsky as the ball rolls back towards the bump. Wawu saw it down, but blocked up too well. Had no shot. Stays at first base. Rinsky continues to do work behind the plate, saving runs in every start. 1-1. Good breaking ball, check swing. No appeals being granted tonight. We have not gone to Andy Dudonis on a check swing once. He's ruled a ball outside, 2-1. Here's the next pitch. Hitting the mid of Rinsky's Castellani, and he'll even the sequence 2-2. Deuces all over the board in the bottom of the 7th. Lefty sets at his belt, 2-2 pitch, poke towards left, a bleeder. Bernard sprinting in, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Smart trying to bleed one in, but Bernard able to track it down as the Freedom come back to the plate. Officially the late stages, top of inning number 8 next. Miners in front by 1, 4-3 on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes. And we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Let's see, banks that have come and gone since 1904. Well, I know one that's not. There are a number of reasons why Stockyards Bank continues doing business today. Some of it's about sticking to the things that got them here, like personal service, banking the way it used to be. And still, they fit quite nicely in today's world. They don't charge you to use any ATMs anywhere. And if your phone's on, they're open. Get to know more about them at syb.com. Stockyards Bank and Trust Company. Trusted relationships from a trusted partner. Member FDIC.
Taylor Truck and Auto Repair, servicing all your local automotive and towing needs. 24-hour roadside and towing assistance are available. AAA accredited, family owned and operated. We'll even throw in a 10% labor discount for active military and veterans. 151 Dozier Drive in Walton, Kentucky. Call 859-918-6122. That's 859-918-6122.
Will Heaton will give it a go for one more at least as we move into the eighth. Lefty back out for his second inning of relief and stares in at Ricky Ramirez Jr., the cleanup man for the Freedom tonight, who will lead things off. Pintor and Rinsky due up behind him. In a 4-3 game, the Freedom trail. Been a back-and-forth affair tonight, but the Miners with the lead now. First pitch, a fastball at 92 and on the outside corner for a called strike. And Ramirez falls behind 0-1. Ricky with an RBI single tonight, 1 for 3 in total. Wide open stance from the left side. 0-1. Too tall. Ball one. Ramirez back over 300 again. Entered tonight at 298. But wants to buy a little time. Disrupt the rhythm for Will Heaton, who despite elevated numbers in relief in his first 4 relief innings, has looked sharp tonight. His only blemish in the 7th, his first inning of relief, was the hit batter of Isaac Bernard. Lefty will step off. Now he's back on that third base side of the rubber, getting the sign from his catcher, Andy Cosgrove. Now he rocks into the windup, is 1-2. Bender, but low. Fastball got him, elevated in the zone. Ramirez swung through it. A .275 hitter against lefties. Does good work, admirable work for a left-handed hitter, but couldn't touch the heat there. He's down on strikes for out number 1. As Pintor makes his way to the plate, but Mike Pinto makes his way to the bump. Might be it for Will Heaton tonight. Infield joining the meeting on the minds, and Pinto will applaud his left-handed hurler, pat him on the back. Another pitching change for the Miners. This will be the 4th hurler they've used tonight. Stats and info on the incoming pitcher when we come back after a short break on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Toyota is making a difference right here in America, investing $23 billion, helping create over 470,000 jobs, building over 25 million vehicles here, including Toyota Camry, America's best-selling car, one of 11 different Toyotas built in the USA, with Toyota Care 2-year no-cost maintenance included. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Ryan Quarles, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, here to remind you to buy Kentucky Proud at your local grocery, restaurant, and farmer's market. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're buying fresh, delicious foods for your family. And you're helping Kentucky farm families make a living. Ask for Kentucky Proud by name and look for Kentucky Proud products at kyproud.com. Buy Kentucky Proud.
White Castle asks, do you like deals? Do you like cheesy sliders? Well, how about deals and cheesy sliders? Because for your limited time delight, the Castle's got 2 cheese slider deals. The $4.99 combo meal for you and the shareable $7.99 sack of 10 for your crew. Try them with any cheese you please, like fiery ghost pepper. Yep, it's back. White Castle. Now that's a bold move. While supplies last, tax extra.
Mike Mitto's call to the bullpen is for the right-hander Benjamin Dumb, who will inherit nobody on and 1 out. Top of the 8th, Freedom trailing the Southern Illinois Miners 4-3 in game number 1 of this weekend trio of games coming your way from Marion, Illinois over the next 2 days. A doubleheader on tap tomorrow starting at 5:05. Game 2 roughly slated for 8:05. But the rule of thumb is a half hour after the completion of Game 1, we'll lace them up and break ground on Game 2. That's tomorrow, right here on the Freedom Broadcasting Network. Ricky Ramirez Jr. down on strikes for the only out in this frame. It was Will Heaton, the lefty, who got that one. Fastball's on the outside corner. 89 miles an hour to start. Luis Pintor, 0-1. Dumb in his first season with Southern Illinois. 6 foot, 210 pounds, out of Elliotsburg, Pennsylvania. Inside pitch is tapped foul. 0-2. Will Heaton's final line in relief tonight, an inning and a third strong. 2 strikeouts, no hits, no runs. Didn't walk anybody, but he did bean 1. 0-2 on the way to Pintor. Got in on the hands again, fouled off over the top of home plate and out of play. Done with a 3.18 ERA, a 1-0 record, and 1 save he got in Florence. Pintor went out chasing an outside pitch, pops it up, foul ground on the first base side, but it's going to find the 8th row of seats. Well out of play as the at-bat continues, but Pintor is still in that 0-2 abyss with 1 out. Miners leading the Freedom 4-3. Taylor Sparks breaking the tie in the home side of the 6th with his first-round tripper as a Miner. Oh, 2. Better swing from Pintor here. He stayed on a breaking ball and fouled it off to the right. More good fight, but more strikes from Benjamin Dumb. Nothing but. Righty's on the first base side of the rubber, working from a full windup. Another 0-2 pitch. Sidearmer's going to miss. Down. 1-2. More of a low 3/4 for the right-hander. Played his college ball at Virginia Commonwealth University as recently as 2019. Recent graduate. Line drive down the third base line, but foul by a couple of feet. Pintor's got 1 double tonight. He very nearly had another. He'll have to pick up his weapon and get back in the right-handed box. Still behind in the count, 1-2 with Benjamin Dumb. Defense playing straight up on Pintor. Across the diamond. Guy that'll hit it to all fields. The 1-2. Little floater, shallow center. Screaming towards center is Wawu, but calling him off and making the catch on the in-trots, the center fielder Joe Duncan, who covered a lot of ground out there to turn Pintor into out number 2. Duncan did have the easiest play. It's always far easier to come in than to race back. But Wawu got to the spot first. Was happy to let the center fielder make the catch. Ryan Rinsky up next. 2 outs, nobody on. Freedom running out of chances to tie this game and take a lead. First pitch fastball is on the outside, Black for a called strike to the Freedom catcher, who's got a single tonight and is 1 for 3. Dunn working quickly, 0-1, and Rinsky fouls off the bender. 0-2. The Freedom have been road warriors all season, 20-11 away from UC Health Stadium, 20-14 at home. Won the same amount of games, but have lost 3 more. In large part because they played 3 more at UC Health Stadium. 0-2 pitch. Upstairs at the shoulders for ball 1. But they'll have to have some late heroics tonight. Southern Illinois doubling them up in the hit department, 12-6, as a 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Rinsky down on strikes. A couple of strikeouts in the inning by a couple of different pitchers. Will Heaton and Benjamin Dumb go in the final 2/3. A scoreless frame in which the Freedom sent just 3 to the plate. So the Miners are back to the dish. Bottom 8, leading the Freedom 4-3. You are listening to Florence Freedom Baseball, presented by Titan Mechanical Solutions.
Bored? Looking for something different and exciting to do? Come to Full Throttle Indoor Karting and experience pure racing exhilaration. 40 miles per hour on huge indoor tracks. That'll do it. Full Throttle Indoor Karting has something for almost everyone. Check it out at GoFullThrottle.com. Come alone or bring your friends. With 2 locations, Springdale near Dave & Buster's and Florence just off the Turfway exit. We're close by. Full Throttle Indoor Karting. GoFullThrottle.com.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation.
Turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Bottom 8 at Rent One Park. Miners leading the Freedom 4-3, and for the first time tonight, Dennis Pelfrey will make a pitching change. Mike Castellani's day is done. 7 strong innings for the lefty tonight, but right now he's on the hook for the loss. 12 hits, 4 runs, all earned. No walks, 3 strikeouts for Castellani tonight. Just 1 run more than a quality start would allow. A home run from Taylor Sparks, the difference in the quality start and the game right now. 4-3, the Miners lead. And they'll send a man who has feasted on Freedom pitching for each of his first 2 seasons with Mike Pinto's Miners, Kyle Davis, the Cincinnati product. 2 for 3 again tonight with a single and a double and a run scored. First pitch swinging and a line drive towards right field, but foul. Sean Hughes taking over on the bump for the Freedom. Second time he's pitched in as many nights. The righty has tremendous stuff and a very heavy fastball. Hughes at 6'1", 240 pounds, out of Williamsburg, Virginia, and a graduate of Boston College here in 2019. First pro season for him, first with the Freedom. He's ahead of Davis, 0-1, and the righty deals again. Fastball is down and in. Here's a funny story for you from Crestwood, Illinois. So I was talking to a bunch of the pitchers who were saying, man, the radar gun is 4 miles an hour slow at Ozinga Field. Talking about their velo and how they know they're sitting 4 miles an hour higher than what the radar gun was indicating all night. I was thinking, oh, that's a bummer, you know, it's off. Maybe they'll recalibrate it, who knows. Well, if that is the case, 3 different times last night, Sean Hughes would have hit 99. Now, maybe it got recalibrated. But if it was 4 off, Hughes hit 95 3 different times. That's a heavy fastball. 1-1. Tap towards short. Wobrock was playing deep. He charges in. Gloves the high hop. On to first in the nick of time. And Kyle Davis shows his vertical while ripping his helmet off. He thought he beat that one out. Andy Dudonis has had his fair share of angry players in his face after close bang-bang calls at first base tonight. But this one goes the way of the Freedom for the first time tonight. An early out for Sean Hughes to a very tough out in Kyle Davis. So Andy Cosgrove will come to the plate. Nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Third appearance for Hughes in relief. He's not allowed a run yet. An inning and a third, and a fastball is waved at and missed by Cosgrove. This one at 91. So much for a run. Hughes is not allowed a hit yet. A 0-0-0 opponent batting average. The 0-1 pitch on the outside corner. It's 0-2 quickly on the minor catcher. Now it is just an inning and a third. But a great start for the righty out of Boston College to his pro career. Now an 0-2. Breaking ball, 57-footer, and somehow Rinsky kept this one right in front. The guy is a wall back there and practicing on each pitch. Doesn't change the fact there's nobody on base. He's getting better. James Purnell will get a handful of new baseballs to drop in that black ball bag on each side of his right and left hip. He's back at his post now, and Hughes back to his on the third base side of the rubber, always from the stretch. Sets right up against his belt. The 1-2, breaking balls popped up, shallow in right center field. Luis Pintor from second got to the spot. He's called off by Ricky Ramirez Jr. The right fielder makes the catch for out number 2.
Number 7, Taylor Sparks.
So here comes the difference in the ball game. Taylor Sparks to the plate. He has been a very important spark plug for the Miners. Pardon the very corny pun. 2 RBIs tonight, a sac fly and the solo shot, but he waves and misses at a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. That starts him 0-1. Sac fly for Sparks was in the second. The solo blast to make it a 4-3 game in the 6th. Same score now in the bottom of the 8th. Fastball's in on the hands, popped up again. Right side again. Luis Pintor towards the strike will make the catch. Sean Hughes dazzling in 1 inning of relief. He faced the minimum. Last chance for the Freedom. They need 1 to tie, 2 to take a 9th inning lead in a 4-3 game on the Freedom Broadcasting Network. BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company. Another new pitcher takes over for the Southern Illinois Miners. It has become a Johnny Holstaff effort for Mike Pinto's crew tonight. Fifth pitcher to toe the slab is the power righty Jake Godfrey, who's in his first season with Southern Illinois. 6'3", 225 pounds out of New Lenox, Illinois. And played at a big-time Division I program, Arizona State, during his college days. He's also a well-decorated former affiliated guy. He will face the bottom third of the Freedom Order in the ninth. Florence needs 1 to tie. 2 to take a late lead. It'll be Brandon Pugh, Taylor Bryant, Connor Crane. 7, 8, 9 due up. Pugh looking for his first hit tonight. 0 for 3. But did laser a line drive to center his last time up. That hung up too long for Joe Duncan. First pitch from Godfrey. Heavy fastball at 94 is outside for ball 1. Godfrey all the way over on the first base side of the rubber and always from the stretch. A fastball is fouled off out of play to the left side. Will even the sequence 1-1. Godfrey a 2.08 ERA. This is his 12th appearance. They've all been in relief. Late innings guy. Opponents have not seen him well, hitting just 100. Fastball sails outside. 2-1 to Pugh. Godfrey's first 11 appearances spanned him 13 innings. Inside out swing and a line drive shot towards the Freedom third base dugout. Look out in there. That slowed it up a bit. That's why it's there. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the 7-hole man, Brandon Pugh. Fastball will miss outside. Full count. Half of Godfrey's foot isn't even on the rubber. He is that far. Florence down to their last 2 outs. Taylor Bryant comes to the plate to face Godfrey. All the Freedom action in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Not just the runs, but their hits. 3 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. No knocks in any of the remaining innings. Chop to short. In between hop. Glove by the third baseman Sparks. On to first and in time. Indecision over there. Third baseman was a long way from home, but it was he who made the play. I said it before, if that ball took that extra hop, would have been the difference in Bryant being safe and out at first base, but Sparks was able to get to it before Watkins was, and therefore that much-needed extra hop never occurred. So the wise play by the third baseman to cut off the shortstop Watkins there. Connor Crane in the box now. It all comes down to him in a 4-3 game. First pitch breaking ball. Slider misses down and away. Good time for Connor Crane to get on base for the first time tonight. 0 for 3. It has been magic in the 9-hole all season. Fastball will even the count 1-1. Crane, the kind of guy that can tie it on one strong swing of the bat. No Freedom player with more home runs than Connor this year. 9 round trippers. Paces the club. Righty sets in his 1-1 pitch. Bender hit hard into left. A base hit. Crane will reach. And the top of the Freedom order will get a stab at Jake Godfrey and the Miners. Tying run aboard. Go-ahead run to the plate and Isaac Bernard. Two out hits get you to heaven, they say. Godfrey gets the sign. First pitch on the way to Isaac Bernard. Hits the mitt of Andy Cosgrove on the outside corner. 93 for a called strike 1. Isaac's been on base each of his last 2 times with a single and a hit by pitch. 1 for 3 in total today. Goes after a low breaking ball and fouls it off the first base side. Quickly 0-2 on the one-hole man. Slow clap starts at Rent One Park. Jake Godfrey and the Miners are one pitch away from a 4-3 victory. Godfrey sets his 0-2. Bender bounce towards first, over the glove of Smart, played at second, pitcher to the base, in time. Godfrey, Johnny on the spot, and he will seal the deal, collect his first save as the Miners take game one 4-3 over the Freedom. The one-run loss makes the Freedom 12-12 and one-run games in 2019. And it is now their fourth one-run game in their last 5. Dennis Pelfrey talks about it a lot on his show. They've got to do better in one-run games. Nothing but of late. Back to recap this one next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Rohr Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Rohr at Rohr Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Rohr Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to rohrins.com. Call Alvin Rohr. Call the Rohr Agency today.
At Compass Self Storage, we make it easier. We understand that storing your belongings is not a luxury, but a necessity. We're a proven self-storage leader focused on providing you with a friendly, professional, and clean place to store your items. Whether your concern is price, size, availability, or security, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. Give us a call today at any of our locations in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, or visit our webpage at compassselfstorage.com. Mention this ad and get your first month's rent for free.
Taylor Truck and Auto Repair, servicing all your local automotive and towing needs. 24-hour roadside and towing assistance are available. AAA accredited, family owned and operated. We'll even throw in a 10% labor discount for active military and veterans. 151 Dozier Drive in Walton, Kentucky. Call 859-918-6122. That's 859-918-6122.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
A 4-3 loss for the Freedom gets their weekend slate started with the Southern Illinois Miners. Just another one-run affair that the Freedom find themselves on the short end of the stick. Credit the Southern Illinois Miners. They made enough plays tonight, got a couple of big blasts when they absolutely needed it. We'll get to that in a moment. Tonight's ball game played in 2 hours and 34 minutes from 7:26 to 10 o'clock. Despite all the pitching changes tonight, this one still got in under 3 hours and really with plenty to spare. Throwing the 6th inning. Beginning of decision, as that's the frame in which Taylor Sparks lifted the long ball. Cody Thompson, who might have been the pitcher that struggled the most tonight for Southern Illinois, is going to go ahead and grab himself the victory in this one. The losing pitcher, Mike Castellani, who falls to 6-2 and pitched well. Just one more run than a quality start would allow. A bitter pill for Mike Castellani to swallow. Jake Godfrey putting the finishing touches on his first save of the season. A well-pitched affair on both sides. A very fun game. They typically are when these two teams go at it for the win. It's going to be the second of the season for Cody Thompson, who improves to 2-2 on the year. First save for Godfrey. Lonnie now at 6-2, taking the loss tonight. Here are the lines for the winning pitcher and the losing pitcher, starting with Thompson of the Miners. 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. The losing line for Mike Castellani, hardly really one of those. 7 innings, did allow 12 hits, but only 4 runs crossed. All 4 earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts for the southpaw, who has not made a habit of losing much. Told you it's just his second loss of the season. Let's pour back through the game notes here and see when exactly the last time was Mike Castellani took an L in a game. I might have been a little too anxious to go through something that's going to require a lot of reading on the fly. Just looking. We'll see. See, this is how long it has been. Where's Mike Castellani's name? Not seeing it. I'm back into June here. Still not seeing it. Mike Castellani. Oh, there it is. June 2nd against the Evansville Otters. Castellani took the loss that day in a 4-2 game. Fell to 2-1. June 2nd, folks. June 2nd, the last time Mike Castellani took a loss. So he has been exceptional. Didn't get the quality start tonight, but not far from it. The Freedom offense dazzled at times, especially in the middle innings. Made this one a really fun game to broadcast, a fun game. That it was a 1-out double that led right into an Andy Cosgrove single that put runners on the edges. A sacrifice fly from Taylor Sparks, who would make his presence known again later in the game, put the Miners up 1-0 in that second frame. But 2 batters later, Colton Pogue made it a 2-run game. His RBI double scored Cosgrove as the Miners jumped in front by a pair. The Freedom would score next, scratching across their first run in inning number 4. Austin Wobrock singled to start the rally. He would score 2 batters later on an RBI single from Ricky Ramirez Jr. The Freedom would then score next again in the 5th. 2 more runs crossed the plate. Wobrock involved again as the Freedom jumped in front for the first time tonight, 3-2. It was a 2-run triple from Wobrock. Scored Taylor Bryant and Isaac Bernard as the Freedom tasted a 1-run victory, but not for long. The very first batter in the bottom of the 5th, Cletus Avery, touched them all. His 4th home run of the season and 2nd against the Freedom in 3 games. Tied the score at 3. Taylor Sparks would break the tie. And the Miners' next at bat in the bottom of the 6th, Sparks touching them all. For the first time in his Miners' career, the solo blast put Southern Illinois in front for good 4-3, as a couple of bullpens took over in the late stages, yielding good work. But ultimately, the Freedom offense fell quiet, getting just 1 hit after the 6th inning. It was Connor Crane who extended the 9th after 2 quick outs, hurled from Jake Godfrey. But Isaac Bernard bounced out on a very unconventional play. The old 4-1 put out, the final out, as Godfrey raced over on a bouncer that got over the glove of Jamie Smart, fielded on a second in-between hop by Gianfranco Wawu, who hit Godfrey in stride at the bag for the final out of the game. So with that, we will set our sights now on the Frontier League scoreboard, see what else shook out around the league tonight. Everybody in action on this Friday around the Frontier League. Evansville taking on the Freedom's last opponent, Windy City. The River City Rascals playing host to the Lake Erie Crushers. The Gateway Grizzlies staying at home for back-to-back series. That's a battle of last-place teams. The Joliet Slammers taking on Gateway. Schaumburg traveling to Washington, PA to open an all-East Division slate. And let's see the scores. Evansville's back in like a lion, 7-0. They shut out the Thunderbolts tonight, so this Freedom loss will hurt. 3.5 games, the cushion for Florence over Evansville coming into play tonight. That will shrivel down to 2.5 ahead of first pitch of Game 1 between the Freedom and Miners tomorrow. The Schaumburg Boomers emerged victorious 4-2 over the Washington Wild Things at Wild Things Park. The second-place team in the East is making noise, and I expect for them to continue to do so in what should prove to be a very fun and exciting home stretch of the Frontier League season. Lake Erie leading the charge in the East Division. But Schaumburg with the win tonight, 2 back, putting the pressure on the Lake Erie Crushers, who are winning by 1 in the bottom of the 11th in O'Fallon, Missouri. The Rascals down to their last trio of outs, needing 1. The international tiebreaker rule has taken effect official of that 11th frame. Lake Erie obviously able to plate theirs. We'll see if River City can do the same, but we are rooting for the Lake Erie Crushers in that one, an East versus West battle. River City of the West. We need West teams to lose, so go Lake Erie in that one. Head 4-3 for the time being. The Gateway Grizzlies will win Game 1 of the battle of last place teams, 2-1 over the Joliet Slammers. And you know what happened in this one, 4-3. The Freedom fall to the Southern Illinois Miners in the only other game around the league tonight. Signing off from Rent One Park in Marion, Illinois, I am Aaron Brody. On behalf of everybody in the Florence Freedom front office, we thank you for your continued support and listenership of Florence Freedom Baseball. Back in action twice tomorrow. A doubleheader to complete the series. First pitch of Game 1 at 5:05. Our broadcast will be at 4:50. That is Central Time. 4:50. The broadcast to begin ahead of Game 1 tomorrow. Game 2 slated roughly for 8:05, but will be 30 minutes after the completion of Game number 1. Have a terrific weekend and an even better Friday night. See you back here at Rent One Park tomorrow at 4:50 on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.